Hey, dude, I ain't what you think I am.
Baby, we all got secrets. It's okay. Are you telling me that you are not
Yeah, I'm not a woman.
white? Oh, the deception, the betrayal, man. You deceived me.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Got an interesting one for you today. Interesting. So, let's go over a little something. We all been scammed once in our life, duped, hoodwinked, whatever you want to call it. We've all had that issue. You might have bought something off Wish. You might have bought something off Facebook. You might have bought something, and then when you got the product, you're like, this ain't where the fuck I spent my money. Let me show you what I found out a couple of days ago. Well, it was actually about a week ago. And Petty Mac is coming out to show his face, okay? It's hot out here. I want to do some riding, but I want you guys to understand where we're going. So, subscriber reaches out to me. He says, I bought a Badboyz Cyclez backrest. It's junk. Okay, your opinion, buddy. Hey, it's all good. But then he goes on, proceeds and starts to explain to me why it's junk and all the issues and this, that, and the other. But then at the end of the conversation, he reaches out to George. I'll get to that in a minute. So, as he's telling me the story, I kind of like ask a few questions. Where'd you get it from? He told me where he got it from. I knew right when he said where he got it from that it wasn't Badboyz Cyclez. Okay. Now, I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm giving my consumer opinion, but I do have some kind of common sense in the back of his head of mine. So he says where he got it from. I'm like, bro, let me see it. When he shows it to me, I'm like, that's not theirs. So somehow I get my hands on it. Let me show it to you. All right. Now this is going to be a quick comparison. I'm not shooting shots at nobody's business, but I'm going to tell you a few things about this. Here it is. Flimsy little, hey look, I'm going to tell you guys, all right? CC Riders. I got nothing against them. I don't know them, got nothing against them, but this is their backrest, okay? Don't ask me how I know, but I did a little research and I figured it out. Easy, okay? So let me start, all right? So it's comparing it to Badboyz Cyclez, their backrest. It's very thin. It's very light. I can make this dwarf their backrest. It is what it is. It's dwarfing. You can't see it. Okay? I got it here. But let's do a little up close and personals. First things first, you notice how thin theirs is compared to Badboyz Cyclez. Okay? You don't understand how thin it is, but if I can hold it like that without it bothering my fingers, you know, this one is just that much more lighter, okay? I'm just going with the first things I noticed about this backrest. It's very light, it's very thin, smaller. Now, craftsmanship, the stitching compared to the foam inside is completely off. Some people really don't care. They're using it just to be a backrest. I got it. But when there's more foam on one side of the pad than on the other, you're going to feel that. Now, let me show you what I mean. Now, you see the stitching here, right? It's pretty smooth for the most part, but the foam is just like wavy. It's all over the place around the stitching. So we go around, you know, here's a zipper. We stop here. We go around, we go around, go around, go around. And then all of a sudden, you got a lip. You got a lip, and then it closes back up, and it goes back to the zipper on this side. That's poor craftsmanship, especially when you're comparing it to something like this. Now, this is my 4-year-old backrest, and I had this on 2 bikes already. So here we go. Let's start here. Stitching, perfect, all the way around. Boop. There's no, like all the way around, like all the way. Okay, there is no issues here. Now I'm gonna open the pad up, and I'm gonna show you what the pad looks like inside. I'm gonna take it to here. The foam is black. The foam is a lot softer, thicker, and it's covered, which all of them should be, by some kind of plastic, just in case they get wet. So I push the phone back in, and I'm gonna close it. Now, the zipper is coming up, and I got the plastic caught in it, and it still don't care. It comes right up. No problems, right? Now watch this. I'm gonna open this one up. I'm not gonna exaggerate this. We stopping right here. I really can't push it any further, and I'm not gonna try, because I don't wanna tear it up. But when I close it, well, white foam, that's first of all. And it doesn't, like the plastic is not even covering this thing back here. I can tell you that now. But when we go to close it, it's a monster to close. I actually closed this a little different than I closed that because I knew I didn't want to mess my fingers up again, because when I did it the first time, it's flipping around to the back. So on the back side, we got a bracket. Now, first glance, it looks like it's a big bracket, okay? It goes from, at least about 1 inch on each side. Okay, I can understand it. But it's not. It's actually nothing there. This is to basically hold the foam on the outside, to keep the foam from rolling on the inside, because there's nothing here. The bracket is actually this big. Okay, so we got to know this. If we were sitting and our back is here, where is the rest of the, what do you want to call it? The sturdiness, it will fold on you. It'll fold backwards on you because there's no bracket here to stop it from moving. Well, that ain't gonna be comfortable because, first of all, it's flat, right? There's no curve in it. Look at that. There's a curve in it. There's the bracket on the back of this one is way wider. They might be a quarter of an inch around the outsides to keep the foam here. I don't know how this is built on the inside, but I do know the bracket runs all the way across. There's nothing missing there. There's not a little piece where I can say, okay, here's your bracket. That's not what the case is with this one. It runs all the way across. The stitching is matched perfectly with the foam on the inside. You can't beat that. This is what you're looking for. It's heavy, it's sturdy. This is something that is made in America. This is a China knockoff, man. Listen, I'm almost done. It's just a little rant. Now watch this. I'm gonna pick it up. I know you just heard that, and I ain't trying to do it. I'm not trying to do this. It has a set screw in here, all right? The set screw is very small, and I'm gonna show it to you. But not only is the set screw small, the metal, wherever they got this metal from, is not even shaped correctly. It has a gap in it. All right, so here's old set screw, very small. It's pushed way down in there, meaning this probably shouldn't even be, it should be a way bigger set screw. But then there's a gap. Why is there a gap there? Well, now you're gonna get that. Now, imagine, I don't even have a backrest on here. Okay, so there's no extra weight. All right. Now, I reached out, let George know what I'm about to go on about. I gave him a little heads up. He said, let me send you another backrest. I'm like, George, you don't have to. He sends it anyway. Brand new. Sticker still on here. Remember, you got to cut that. And I'm going to show you the difference. Now, this, look, all you hear is the zipper rattle. No metal shaking. I can hold it however you want me to hold it. I'm not playing the games. I'm going to show you. There's no gap. And look at the size of this set screw. There's the set screw. It's huge. This is a big set screw. But look at here. There's no gap. There's no gap here. Of course. Of course not. Of course it's not going to make any noise. Now, let's go to the bottom of the bracket. It's smooth. It's round. Remember, this has to sit over your rear fender. So it needs to be round like the rear fender. This is also protected. It has like I don't know, like some kind of wrap, like a shrink wrap over it. So you don't start scratching up stuff when you're trying to line it up. This one here, the old rattle, it's like somebody just took pieces and welded them here and here and came up with the best angle they thought they could. Now, that angle is piss poor because this is not round, it's just boxy. There's no way it's gonna fit perfectly on that rear fender. Now, look at it. Okay, so we have it like that. So now where am I going here? Is this the front or the back? I don't even know. But either way, it can either be too far this way or too far that way. I don't know. China. Listen, I'm not putting Chinese parts on my Harley. I didn't buy it for that. And if I did, I would have bought Chinese bike, Japanese bike, wherever they're making these parts at, I'd have bought that. That's not what I did. That wasn't the purpose. My purpose was to get good quality products and put on my motorcycle. The price difference, okay? Yeah, this is 80, 90 bucks. This is probably twice the price, but George always hooks you guys up. This has a warranty to it. Show me where there's a warranty for this. There is none. I had this for 4 years. It looks like it's brand new. This is probably, if I had to guess, a couple of months old. And it looks like it. It looks like this came out of, you know, a Cracker Jack box, man. I'm not playing games here. I'm showing you the real. Look at the quality of both of these. You know what I'm saying? They're spot on. They look just alike. They are, one is 0 years old and one is 4 years old. They both have the same, I don't even know. It's like you can't tell how old this one is. You would think this one is like 10 years old. Guys, if I could boot this thing across the street, I would. It's just the quality, the craftsmanship, and everything they put into this was just like, let's try and get it out there as cheap as we can just to compete. Now, I'm sure somebody else has bought a couple of these, you know, and I'm sure you guys aren't as happy with them. But Mac 10, reach out to George, get you 10% off. Mac 10, baby. He always hooks it up. Matter of fact, he gave this guy a free backrest. I ain't want to say it, George. I'm sorry for telling your business, but he gave it to him. He's like, man, you can't ride around with that. You on a $50,000 bike. You can't ride around with this. He hooked the man up, man. Sometimes, hey, listen, you got people that care out here. And then you got some people who don't. Shout out to everybody I disrespected in this video. I could care less. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Leave a comment in the comment section, man. I'll hit you up next time, guys. Peace.